Hey everybody, this is Dean from Dean's Daily Doses, and I got Proper.
Hey, it's Proper Playz. How you doing?
We're here playing the Beat the Q on TopBuzz. We're playing for $25,000 cash. Let's see how we do.
Welcome back, everybody, to another thrilling game of Beat the Q, the show where 12 questions can equal cash. I'm your guest host today. My name is Cody Johns, and I am stoked to be here because today we are going to be giving out the biggest
There's only
Beat the Q prize ever. Now, we're coming to you live from the BTQ studio here in Los Angeles, California, so be sure to hit us up in the chat and say hi, and why don't you let me know where you guys are watching from. Wow, and it looks like a lot of you guys are in here ready to play. 45,000 people. That is just incredible. We have, let's see, we have John Lewis from Delaware watching. What's going on, John? We have Cedric French. We have Bland Jr. And we have Jason Taub. He's ready to chase that paper. Here we go. It's Sunday, February 18th, and race fans from all over have tuned in today to watch one of the biggest car races of the year, the Daytona 500. But we here at Beat the Q are having our own contest, a Quiz-tona 500, if you will. And in about a minute here, the questions that'll be coming out to you will be just as fast and furious as any high-speed race. Now, if you guys want to play today, you'll need to be logged into your TopBuzz or Buzz Video account. If you don't have an account, you can create one using your Facebook, Twitter, or Google account. That's the only way to play with us today, guys, so go now, hurry up. You still got time if you're fast on your thumbs. And you guys know the rules, they're simple. I'll provide you with 12 trivia questions.
Hell, it goes so
try
fast,
to answer them all correctly. And you have 10 seconds to answer each one. And once you've made the selection, you cannot change it. Now, if you answer all the questions right, you will win or split our biggest grand prize to date. But as soon as you get one wrong, you're eliminated. But Cody, you say, I wish there was some way to just stay in the game. If I get a question wrong, if there was only a better way. Well, guess what? If you refer a friend today to Beat the Q and they enter your code, you can get an extra life. And today's game is very special because you'll be playing for an absolutely insane prize of $25,000. $25,000, guys. That's so much cash that you could just go to a dollar store and you could just buy the whole thing. Before we start, here's some helpful tips, okay? If you're low on juice, make sure you plug that phone into a power supply, okay? Make sure you're connected to some good Wi-Fi and play with some friends. 2 heads are better than 1 as long as they're on different bodies. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Speaking of friends, how are all my new friends doing? Let's see. Okay, we got Oliver McCall, Rebecca Lynn, Chase Mullen, and my friend Thomas Evitable. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right, it's time to fasten all of your seatbelts, friends, because we're about to take 12 laps around Quiz Stadium. And everyone that makes it to the finish line will be splitting one big stack of cash. Since I like you guys,
I hope we win.
We're going to start with an easy one. Here we go, guys. Thumbs ready. Question 1. What animal often symbolizes peace? A dove? A velociraptor? Or a robot velociraptor?
That's a pretty easy question.
I said this question would be easy,
but harder than hell.
But maybe I was wrong. Well, Jurassic Park had velociraptors, and it seemed like a peaceful movie, at least the first 10 minutes that I saw. I stopped watching once they started that Jeep tour, but I think I got the gist of it. Okay, guys, obviously I'm just kidding. There's some serious cash on the line. Of course, the answer is dove.
Oh my God.
The dove has been a symbol of peace since the days of ancient Romans. It's also the preferred bird for magicians to just make appear out of things. But you didn't need magic to get this one right, because we had 21,000 people got that right. Congratulations. You guys are some smart cookies.
We're already above $1
so let's
each
keep
if
playing.
we win.
Question 2. Which one of these words describes a female horse? A unicorn? A mare? Or a horseshoe?
A fancy-ass unicorn.
So, which one of these is a female horse, guys? Well, although a horse-she is definitely the term we should start using, sadly, the word you're looking for is mare. You may remember that kid's song, The Old Gray Mare, She Ain't What She Used to Be. Yeah, it's about an older female horse who can't get acting jobs anymore because Hollywood is so dang age-biased. Hollywood can be cruel, but you guys aren't. So make sure you keep it friendly in the chat, okay, guys? Be nice to each other. All right, next cue. Question 3. The tin type is an early kind of typewriter, photograph,
it's old-fashioned metal
or
picture.
radio.
I used to have some.
So a tin type sounds like a dating preference for robots, but what is it really? Well, a tin type was most popular in the 1860s and used a thin piece of metal to create not a radio or typewriter, but a photograph. Tin types captured some of the biggest moments of the Civil War, but the process kind of fell out of style because you needed cyanide to help develop the picture. Wow, it looks like a lot of you answered picture perfectly, but this question crops some of you guys out of the photo, but don't worry, there's always more chances to play with 2 games tomorrow. Don't forget, the first game is at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for a prize of $2,500. And the second game is at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern for a prize of $5,000. And wow. So of the last question, we had 7,200 of you got it correct. You guys are still in. Let's keep going. Question 4. What is Superman's Kryptonian name?
Oh, shit.
Is it
Jor-El, Kal-El, Zor-El?
Kal-El or Zor-El?
Fuck, I don't know. That's a Kryptonian name. Shit.
Just like a lot of stars, Superman changed his name once he made it to the big time. But what was the Man of Steel's name before he went all Hollywood on us? If Jor-El sounds familiar, that's because that's Superman's dad, all right? And Zor-El is the name of Superman's uncle who ends up being half robot. Why? Well, because comic books are crazy, that's why. As for everyone's favorite member of the L family, Superman, he went by the name Kal-El. Yes, Kal-El is the right answer, guys. And my personal favorite member of the L family is the Falafel.
You might as well guess what one, you know.
Whose superpowers include super affordability and extreme deliciousness, of course. And wow, correct answer, Kal-El got 8,500 of you got it correct. Congratulations, guys. It looks like this was a kind of a hard question for you. We had over 3,500 of you that got it wrong, but to the people, you guys are still in. Congratulations on getting the question right. Here we go. Many of you were flying high. We're going to move on to question 5.
We need
It's right here. Question 5. What bird is featured on Mexico's flag? Is it an eagle,
a hummingbird,
a hummingbird, or penguin?
I'll try it.
So, which feathery friend is on the Mexican flag? In addition to the red, white, and green stripes, the Mexican flag also features the country's coat of arms, which features of a prickly pear, cactus, a snake, and an eagle. And the flag is similar to the Italian flag, which also features red, white, and green stripes, but it doesn't have a picture of an eagle eating a live snake. So it sounds like the Italians are missing out a little bit.
Well, that's a U.S. estate.
You guys, 6,000 of you got the answer correct. Congrats. Let's keep on going.
Damn.
Question number 6. What card game's goal is to get exactly 21 points? Is it Texas Hold'em,
Watch the rest
Blackjack,
of these be easy.
or Gin Rummy?
Watch them all be easy questions now.
There's not a lot of games where the goal is to get to a very specific score. For golf, that score is any score that doesn't make you get mad and throw your club in the woods like I do every weekend. But which of these card games are you trying to get exactly 21 points? Well, it's not Texas Hold'em. In that game, the goal is to have, well, the best hand. And Gin Rummy is like a faster version of Rummy, just like how Gin is a faster version of those other hard liquors.
Well, but if we knew
the correct
flags,
answer
it's
is
just all what you
blackjack. You guys might remember blackjack from the movie 21, which was about,
6,000 people still alive.
blackjack, of course.
That was a hard question.
I'm seeing here that 6,400 of you are still in. You got it correct. Congrats. And you've all made it halfway through the game.
That sounded familiar, but I couldn't think of what it was. I was thinking
Question number 7.
I almost hit it.
What is the tip of a shoelace called? A coupling, a fudgel, or an aglet?
Aglet. Coupling is on your...
So what is the tip of a shoelace called? Guys, I was just calling it that little plastic thingy, but apparently it has a real name. The word itself comes from the French word for needle, which inspired our correct answer, which is aglet. In the old days, aglets were your best bet at keeping clothes on because buttons had not been invented yet. And if you were feeling frisky, you had to schedule 15 minutes of untying aglets first.
See, if we would have had more people.
Wow, it looks like
they may have known
this question tied some of you up in a knot. We had about 1,000 of you get it wrong, but don't worry, we have 5,700 of you.
We should have did a mobile shout out.
If this one knocked you out, why don't you come hang out with us on Twitter? You can follow us at BTQ Official. You can join some of our new followers who are April Wade, Peyton Lee, and Mary Ellen Frost, Jason and Thomas. Thanks so much for following us, guys. That's where you get all the latest information on games and prizes. Don't forget Twitter at BTQ Official. All right, moving on. Here we go. Question 8. Which video game series features a dragon as the main protagonist? Conquer, Gex, or Spyro?
Why is it easy ones after the two?
While each of these choices appeared in multiple video games, only one ignited a fan base that just kept coming back for more.
I guess like third.
And I'm not talking about Conquer the Squirrel or Gex the Gecko. I'm talking about the purple dragon, the icon, the legend, Spyro. The little hothead first appeared on PlayStation in 1998. I remember it like it was yesterday. It went on to sell 20 million games. Wow.
Dang.
And it looks like we got a lot of winners this time, guys. A lot of you chose Spiral. 5,300 winners. If you guys got this fun question game right about video games, the next question you're going to love. It's about history and economics. Sorry, guys. That's just the way the game rolls out. Here we go. Question 9. What is widely agreed to have caused the world's first economic bubble in 1637? Silver, feathers, or tulips?
I think it's silver.
So, which of these guys caused the economy to crater? While silver is the most expensive, it's also been a pretty safe bet when it comes to investing money. And the price for feathers, well, have always been a little soft. Sorry, guys. Yes, the answer is tulips. The trend was called tulip mania.
That knocked out a lot of people.
At its peak in 1637, people were paying 10 times their annual salary for just one bulb. It would remain the stupidest economic bubble until the Beanie Baby boom in the late 90s. Come on, I was a part of it. A lot of you were too. Don't lie. Do you guys collect Beanie Babies? Why don't you hit us up in the chat and let us know if you guys did too. Okay, here we go. Everybody who chose tulips, the right answer, 2,300 of you guys. Congrats. We are in the home stretch, so let's just keep it moving, why don't we? Question 10. Where was the TV series Breaking Bad primarily filmed? Was it Arizona, New Mexico, or California?
Or Arizona.
Breaking Bad is a show about a bald man and his son who loves breakfast, but where was the show filmed? All these choices are known for their deserts, but Breaking Bad famously showcases the city of Albuquerque, which means it was shot on location in New Mexico. Yes, all 5 seasons of Breaking Bad and the spin-off Better Call Saul have been filmed, for the most part, in Albuquerque. Now, for those of you who broke bad on answering, you better call Saul, because we got 2,500 of you still in this that got that question correct. Let's keep the tempo going with this next one. Here we go. Yes, my favorite, a music question. Finally, here we go. Which musical instrument is typically played without touching it by hand?
Big Bang Theory.
A theremin, a nickel harpa, or a cajon.
Holy cow, we could have.
So which instrument isn't so touchy-feely? Well, a nickel harpa is a Swedish string instrument, and although it looks like a violin mated with a saxophone, it requires a hands-on approach. And the same goes for a cajon, which is a drum-like instrument from Peru. It's kind of a little hard to beat a drum without touching it. That means the right answer is a theremin. The theremin is played by holding your hands at different points in the air and is responsible for some of the scariest sounds in old movies. Basically, any time that a UFO landed, that, my friends, was a theremin. And it looks like many of you were spooked by this question. We had over 500 of you guys get this one wrong. But for those of you who are still in the game, congratulations, because the time has finally come. We have reached that point in Beat the Q when you must take on the final question.
After that, they're all easy.
Well, we lost our life on the first question.
This is it, my friends. This is do or die, all or nothing. Well, some or nothing, okay? Now, anyone who answers the next question right will split today's prize amount of $25,000.
That is a lot of money.
And here it is. This is it, the final question.
The hardest question.
Question 12. A turkey is a term often used in which
sport? Oh my God, bowling. That was easy.
Baseball.
Holy cow.
Cricket.
We could have won. Damn it.
Now, besides the game we all play at Thanksgiving, which is how much food can you eat without dying, you can also find the term turkey used in one of these sports.
We could have been dollar air.
While cricket does have its own share of wacky terms, from trundler to yorker and googly, a turkey is not one of them. But I'm going to give you guys a hint. Here we go. You get a turkey when you throw 3 strikes in a row.
Damn, I can't believe that.
And no, it's not baseball. It is bowling. It's bowling. And if you got that question right, congrats on bowling a perfect game of Beat the Q, everybody.
No.
We have over 2,100 winners. Congratulations to everybody who beat the Q today. And if you won, make sure you share it on social media and let all your friends know that you're splitting the biggest prize in Beat the Q history. And while you're filling in your friends, why don't you send them your referral code so you can get an extra life? It'll help you win again next time. And if you didn't win today, guys, don't worry, because there's always another chance to play right around the corner. Tomorrow's games are at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific for a prize of $2,500 and 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific for a prize of $5,000. If you're watching us on the East Coast, though, Mom and Dad, that's 7 o'clock p.m. and 10 o'clock p.m. And if you couldn't play today, remember, you need to be logged into your TopBuzz or Buzz Video account. So update your app and get that account set up so you can join in all this fun. Guys, my name is Cody Johns. I've been your host today. Why don't you follow me on Instagram and Twitter? It's just at Cody. Kept it real simple for you guys. Why don't you enjoy the rest of your Sunday? And thanks so much for playing Beat the Q.
I just reminded him before we started playing. Let's see what he won. $11.
No way we won on $11.
I think there's a glitch.
Let's see, 2140. I'm gonna calculate that
I think there's a glitch.
divided by 2.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. As you can see, you just had to answer the question. Oh.
It's $11.68.
Dang.
It wouldn't been that big a deal.
That wasn't bad. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe.